So just like with branches, we can actually check out particular tags. The main difference, though, is that when we're checking out a tag is referring to a particular commit, not a branch, right? There's a big difference there, where a branch reference is always going to be updated to refer to the tip of that branch. We check out that branch, we're not in detached head. But if we instead check out a particular tag, we are going to go into detached head because we're basically just checking out a commit. Just like if we actually check out a particular commit, like, git checkout 532FB, whatever that commit hash is, that is going to put us in detached head. Same thing when we check out a tag, because a tag is just pointing to a commit. So it's not a problem, right? If we want to go back and actually work on an older version, usually you don't just make changes to an old release. The point is that a release is set in stone. When it's released, it doesn't change. That's what new releases are for, if you need to make changes. But let's say we wanted to go back and work on or work off of some earlier release. How about, 15.3.1, all right? All that we have to do is git checkout that right there, 15.3.1. So that's a tag name, right? If I try and use checkout, normally we check out a branch or we check out a commit hash. That's not exactly what one looks like. Or we can check out a tag. And we see our favorite message that we're now in detached head state. You can look around, make experimental changes, commit them, and we can make a branch if we want to keep working. So I could do that, right? I could do a git switch -c, I don't know what I want to call this, branch from tag. I don't know why I'm using underscores here. Normally I wouldn't do that. But anyway, I now made this branch based upon that particular commit, which was 15.3.1. That's what the tag referred to. And we probably won't be able to tell much difference here at all. But that brings me to the next point, which is that we can actually diff different tags. So I think a more obvious diff to do would be between two patches. So what about this? 17.0.0, so that was a major release, and then there was a patch. So I want to see what changed between these two. I can do that very easily. So I can do git diff, and then v17 if I can type it, 0.0.0, and then I want v17.0.1, like that. And it looks like it was a very minor change. This is the only thing that changed. One file, and just a little bit of, a couple of lines added and one line removed. So that was it. But if we were to compare something much more drastic, how about the last minor release on 16, so 16.14. So let's just find that. 16.14, it probably starts with a V. Is it on here? Yes, okay. 16.14.0, and compare that to 17. So git diff 16.14.0, and we'll compare that to v17.0.0. So this was the last minor on 16 and the first major, or a new major release, v17. And I'm going to be scrolling for a while. There are lots of files, lots of changes, lots of stuff deleted. I don't even know how much. It doesn't give me an indication of how much more I have to go, but lots of changes. It doesn't help that I'm very zoomed in to make the text large. But anyway, those are 2 points in time. They are marked with tags. We can check them out and make a new branch if we want to work based upon one of those points in time, or we can compare them. These are just moments in time. They're releases in this case, but as we'll soon see, we can create tags with any name. We'll stick with releases, but they're just a pointer. It's just like a sticky note on a commit that says, here is 17.0.0. So everyone in the future knows that this is where that release was. This is what we released right here. So that's how we can check out tags and how we can diff them. The next thing, of course, is making tags.